Okay. This is not the same as Italian Railways. As you know, Italian Railways is always late. About 10 minutes late, that's normal. But for Swiss people, 2 minutes delay, that means they're going to ask for forgiveness to everybody. 5 minutes delay, they're going to fire the driver. I'm not joking. So as you can see, we are using 3 different types of train. This is what we call the standard tourist carriage with 2 main features. The first is that we have this wonderful shelf for your stuff, and then the windows can be opened. If you need to open the window, you have to push both handles, and so you unlock it and put it down. And these windows are more difficult to close than they have to open. And please, I want to ask you, once we are on the top of the mountain, please take the pictures, but then close the window. This should be done on behalf of the person sitting behind you, because as you know, the most sensitive part we have in our body is the throat. And if we take a draft of air, that means that maybe tomorrow somebody has a few lines of fever. And I want to keep everybody out of hospitals in this kind of post-pandemic paranoid time. Okay? But if you want to spend a lot more, we have the deluxe carriages you can see on the left-hand side. These carriages have 2 main drawbacks. The first, the windows cannot be opened because they fixed there, they don't have place for luggages, and they reach the roof. And so whenever you are in the wrong viewing angle, instead of taking a picture of the landscape, you take a picture of the glass. But most important, whenever the conditioning breaks. Over there, these trains become half. So I strongly prefer these trains. But if you feel you're really brave, in summer we have a 3rd type of trains. We call them the cabrio carriages, without glasses at all, just the frame. And you are completely in the open. And we attach these carriages only in summer, June, July and August. And if you want to try it, you should do it at least once. A very nice experience. Now, we live from Tirano at about 1,200 feet of altitude. We're going to reach the Bernina pass at 7,200 feet. And sometimes we go over a gradient of steepness that is more than 7% in steepness. In order to do that, we use several different tricks. The first, as you might have seen, if you have an accustomed eye, you might have seen that we're using a narrow gauge. That means that the distance between the 2 tracks is not the standard 4 feet, it's only 3 1/3. So the trains are narrow, and they make less effort going uphill, and they can make tighter bends. This is not enough, and so from time to time we extend virtually the path by making a U-turn. And almost every time we make a U-turn, we do it inside the tunnel. So we enter a tunnel with the landscape on the left. And magically, when we come out of the tunnel, the landscape is on the right, and vice versa. We'll do it several times. So whenever you ask me what are the best seats for taking a picture, both. As long as you're near the window, you can take a wonderful picture. We keep turning around the mountain. But of course, also this is not enough. So when we reach Poschiavo and we start going seriously uphill, they're going to attach a second engine in front to help pull in the train. And some people keep asking me strange questions. And the first is, which direction does the train go? This is a terminal train. If we went that way, we would smash down the station. So we can only go that way. You see, we have a wonderful toilet over here, and I strongly recommend to pay a visit to the toilet. So when we get there, instead of spending hours waiting for the people to go to the toilet, we can see the town and save some time. And last week a woman told me, I've been pulling 15 minutes but the door doesn't open yet because you have to push inward. The doors open inward. You know, sometimes, it is not your case, but sometimes some people, when they got on a group travel, they forget to plug the brain in. Succede. It happens very often. So today I really did a long journey to come and welcome you. Actually, my house is the grey house over there on the right behind this one, orange one. And I asked the company of the railway to build the toboggan so I could come even faster.
Yeah, the toboggan, right?
And you may say I'm very lucky. No, I'm not really lucky at all because the place is bloody noisy. They start at 4 o'clock in the morning with a crane to pull the wood logs on the trains, and on the other side of my house there is the highway, and so it's bloody noisy. And so when I first came here, the estate agent told me, well, it's just a matter of the first month and then you get accustomed to the noise. And I told him, okay, I can sleep somewhere else, but it didn't work. And you will see that you are right in the middle of the town. And I have a phone call.